YouTube.
Right on.
Right on. Yep. And let me see if I can find this on. Oh, give me just a second here. Still getting all kinds of shit ready.
Yeah.
So how you doing, man? How's things?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. There we go. Yep, we are. Give me a second. Get that. Oh, there we got to get turn that down. There we go. Oh, nope, wrong thing. There we go. So I can see us on YouTube Live as well. All right, and let's light this candle. And all right, today's episode is brought to you by us. That's right, fuckers. Just us, just podcasters. Hey, if you like a show, all you have to do is give us some money. That's all we're asking for. And if you don't have any money, but you fuckers got $1, I know you do. Just give us $1. You can find me at Patreon, My Worst Holiday at patreon.com. Again, if you like anybody, just send them $1. You know, every little bit helps. And if not, then you have the device in your hand. Then just go ahead, go on Apple Podcasts, review, rate, write something for us, give us a 5-star rating. Every little bit helps. And with that being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this is My Worst Holiday, a podcast about your worst wedding, worst funeral, party, bachelorette party, whatever you think is funny after the fact. We want to hear it. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Aaron Hawkins. Aaron, say hello.
How you doing out there, guys? What an intro, man. Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh. I dial it in. Actually, it's mostly whiskey. It does the talking for me. If not, really? Then it must be the cocaine. I don't know. Just kidding. I don't do cocaine. Not anymore. Or less. No, I don't do any of that shit.
So you put that in your whiskey, huh?
I do. It's like, you must do not snort whiskey. I cannot advise this enough. Do not snort whiskey.
Why?
Well, it burns real bad and it doesn't give you the high that you think it would.
Oh.
You're just left with a burning nose and an empty feeling desire, that's an emptiness that you can't fucking fix. But anyway, Aaron, tell us all about yourself, man. The floor is yours. Talk to us.
All right. Well, as you can see by the screen, my name is right there. I'm touching it right there. And it's not doing anything, but that's fine. I am Aaron Hawkins. I am an actor. I am a filmmaker and director out of the Chicagoland area. And my background was military.
Oh, really?
And then, yeah. I started in the arts when I was a young kid, just drawing cartoons, stick figures, because I thought they were cool, the whole hangman bullshit. And right. Yeah, it just progressed from there. Now I just get to write and see my work come to life on the big screen. And the title right behind me, Evil Lurks, actually did premiere on the 17th of July to a sold-out theater. We're going to do a couple more showings here within the next few months, and hopefully a December showing. So yeah.
that was in Chicago. What theater did that premiere at in Chicago?
That premiered at the Charlestown 18 Theater in St. Charles, Illinois. That is about an hour west of Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are about an hour south of me, or north of me.
Where are you at?
I'm in LaSalle.
Oh, okay. So you're like one of 10 people that live out there?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, here's the thing. I don't understand why I'm talking to fucking actors and directors and producers. I talked to Bruce Valanche. What the fuck? How? I don't know. I'm in a basement in fucking LaSalle. Okay. He might be an Oscar winner and Emmy winner and Tony winner, and I don't know how. But here I am.
Yep. And here you are talking to an independent filmmaker and actor, and it's
okay. Exactly. Yeah. The girl I was talking to a couple of weeks ago, she was fantastic. She was, she made her own movie, Heart of the Home. Yeah.
Was that the one where she was doing an interview from her car?
Yes.
I was trying to match that feeling for this time around, but I just put up my virtual background because
I like the virtual background. The Evil Lurks background looks fantastic. And now that I'm doing live like on YouTube as well as Facebook Live, which is certainly pretty cool. I'm going to see if I can get people to.
Yes.
There we go. See if anybody talks to us. I'm not sure, but
Probably not. There's
so
probably
anyway,
like 2 people watching. Who knows?
so your movie debuted. Tell us all about you. Like, where'd you come from? How'd you get into school? How'd you do it? Yeah, like everything. You got the floor, and then we'll get into funny, embarrassing life stories.
Well, I mean, I came from my mom. What more do you
Oh,
want to
that was
know?
good. That was good.
Yeah, yeah. See, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born and raised in this
And
area.
coincidentally, your dad came in your mom, and that's where you came from. So that's what.
Exactly. The best parts, you know. But we're not gonna get into all that. Let's not disturb the audience too much more than what we already
Exactly.
have and scare them away. We don't. That's not the goal here. Okay.
That's not the end goal.
Nope. I mean, I was born and raised in the suburbs of Chicago. You know, the St. Charles, Geneva, Batavia area. Went to school here, graduated Batavia High School '93. Let's get through all the boring shit. Like I said earlier, I just at the age of 13 years old, I just gravitated towards the arts. Designing weird stuff, drawing weird stuff.
Right.
In high school, I drew a back when architecture class was like pencil paper, not the CAD crap.
Right. Right.
I designed a 20,000 square foot ranch, which I would love to build, but it would cost in this day and age probably $20 million. Unless you have that kind of money, I'm not going to be able to build it right now. I mean, I got linked in my back pocket. I could probably use to spend money on it, but and then after that, I went to college for the arts, just a community college here, and one thing led to another, and I just was like, I'm bored. I get bored easily, so
right. So everybody, we're talking to Aaron Hawkins. He's an actor producer, and he lives in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area. So he's like one of our homegrown boys. So
yep, exactly. That's
movie
right.
that just premiered called Evil Lurks. So, and can we find it? Can we find that like on anything else yet? Like any other platform or?
We are working on that currently. In fact, the movie that premiered. This is gonna sound crazy. This movie is 2 hours and 28 minutes long. It is a long one.
Oh wow.
We were told by many distribution companies that it needs to be shortened, which is fine. I get it. It's a long movie, but it doesn't lack for entertainment value. So it is what it is. So we're shortening it. So we're calling this 2 hour 28 movie the director's cut because essentially that's what it is.
That is
so
what
we're
it is.
chopping it up, making it 100 minutes so that it can effectively make us a couple dollars here and there.
God, you gotta love chopping. See, I used to work in I worked in electronics, and when everything went from 4:3 to 16:9 aspect ratio, I was like, I was describing it to people. No, they're not cutting off their heads. No, in fact, you're actually seeing more of the movie. Like when you go to the movie, and I was talking like, how do you think they take a rectangle film and make a square? Well, they chop it up. And if you listen in the distance, you can hear a director openly weeping.
Yep. That's absolutely
screaming in pain as they're chopping their film and shortening it by fucking maybe a half hour. They're just taking shit out of it, ripping it out of it.
Yep. But fun fact though, the movie Hereditary was actually 3 hours long. They cut it down to 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Is that right?
Yeah. So they're out there, but we're also not. We also didn't have the Hereditary money, so
right.
I mean, we put out an awesome product. I mean, I really firmly believe that, and the actors loved it. Everyone that came to the theater loved it. I mean, one of my former coworkers, I used to work at General Mills, came up to me and said, yeah, my daughter ran out of theater because she got anxiety from the movie. I'm like, I apologize. Nice. She goes, no, dude, that's cool. I'm like,
yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, don't apologize. That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. I was like, okay, cool. I'll scare her later on then.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you were also in Secret Lover?
Yep.
And Something from the Past, right?
Yep. I sure was. Yep.
Now, those two movies, now we can find those on maybe like what? What platforms can we find those on?
The Secret Lover movie, I believe, is still out on Vimeo, and the other ones that you've mentioned, those should be on YouTube. or Amazon, I believe. I would have to actually talk to the director. In fact, I'm meeting with him tomorrow afternoon, but that's not going to help us today, you know. So, Jesus, man, I always mess things up, so that's okay.
God damn it, Aaron!
Son of a
straighten up and fly right, would you? Fuck.
Man, I've never flown right. I'm like the black sheep, so I rolled to a different beat. You know, that's what creators do, man. We just roll to a different beat. We don't really conform to too much, but we do.
There you go.
When we
there
have
you go.
to.
That's what makes you artists, makes you actors, makes you
Yep.
Anyway, your craft. There it is. Those are the words I'm looking for. Your
That's
craft.
Right.
For fuck's sake. So
yeah, man. Yeah, it's a wild ride. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade it in for the world, man. It's great.
Awesome. So what's like the acting scene in Chicago? Like a lot of independent directors, a lot of independent filmmakers, a lot of I know they do a lot of like the big budget ones, you know, like Batman and shit like that, you know. But what else? What's the actual scene like as far as independents?
Indies are all over the place out here. I mean, I'm going to be working with one. He's a good friend of mine, Mr. Dre Boyd. I'm going to plug his name because he's a close friend of mine, indie filmmaker, and I'm always trying to help him out with things and that nature. Like today, before I did all the meetings and this podcast, I was making fake blood in my kitchen. So edible fake blood at that.
Evening. What are you doing? I'm doing some dishes, making some fake blood. You know, the normal shit.
Yeah,
you know,
just a normal day. You know, it's fine.
Making some fake blood. You know,
and forget about it. You know, it's all good. But yeah, it's edible fake blood that tastes like a Thin Mint cookie.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what they used in Tropic Thunder when Ben Stiller was rubbing his finger around inside the head of what's his name? Warm, salty, Cairo syrup.
Possibly, because I mean, I made two different versions for Evil Lurks. I made the edible kind and the non-edible kind, and the non-edible
don't mix those up.
Made out of soap. So
don't mix those up.
Well, yeah. I made the mistake of using soft soap, the hand soap, and the actor put it in his eyes.
Oh no!
Burn City.
God, that'd be bad. That would
it was
be
horrible.
Bad.
It was bad.
All right, brother, hit us with some funny or embarrassing life stories. What do you got?
Oh man, when I was a kid, you know this is gonna start raw.
Yeah.
Me and a couple of my friends, we were in my backyard, and back in the day, we didn't have a fence or anything like that, and we thought it was gonna be fun to stand outside and moon cars as they drove down the street. Yeah, it was embarrassing as hell for me because the cops got called because apparently there's a Mayberry truck that Mayberry Cleaning Company or whatever, they do, I guess, dry cleaning or whatever the hell they do, and apparently one of my friends flipped the driver off as he was mooning them. He called the police and said, "Hey, there's 3 kids over here mooning people." And the cops came out. Yeah. And my mom was working in Chicago at the time, I believe, or whatever. And they called my grandfather because I was still underage. And my grandfather called my mom and could not contain his laughter. And I was effing mortified. I was like, oh man, dude, this just sucks.
My grandpa would have kicked my ass. Like literally would have kicked my ass.
Yeah. Well, luckily my grandfather had a good sense of humor back then and laughed
he would have laughed about it later. No doubt about it. He would have laughed about it later. After he kicked my ass. Yeah, he would.
Yep. I still think to this day that's the reason why they got a fence around the backyard.
So you can't moon the people driving down the street?
Yeah, well, I'm too old for that nonsense now. I wouldn't do that anyways. But
now, see, that's where we differ.
I mean, I would do some stuff. I mean,
again, Scotch. You know,
Well, you instead of drinking it, try snorting it. It might.
you haven't
make
seen
the
anything
high
until you've seen a 54-year-old man with a cigar, a glass of scotch, and his bare ass waving at you out the street. Woo! Now it's a party.
So I'm assuming the local police down there know you very well.
A couple of them. Yeah, they're all right. Yeah, that's.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my goodness.
I
Oh,
drink
good
with them
Lord.
sometimes. So
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
I drink with the
That's
chief of police. Actually, that's
well,
in Peru, not LaSalle.
Peru. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Wait a minute. So how far south are you from me now? About 3
What is
hours?
it? It's probably about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah, about an
Yeah, I
hour
was
and a half, I think.
okay.
So just straight down
Right on.
80.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Whew. I thought
Or
you were further
39,
south.
whichever one you're whichever way you're going. So like let's see, St. Charles more up there, more 39. So straight down 39.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I failed geography in school, so I mean, I don't know my up from down,
You know,
north from
I
south.
think I know geography pretty well. I probably know less about Illinois than I do the rest of the world. That's
That's about it. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very, very true. Man, oh man, oh man.
well, there's
Yeah.
not a lot to know about Illinois. It sucks.
Hmm.
Yep, there it
Yeah.
is. All right,
Mhm.
I tied the bow on that one, folks. Now we know what Illinois is all about. So
Move, get out while you can.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
a horror show here.
exactly. Dense population up north, you bet. High
Yep.
taxes, and
Hmm.
rednecks down the rest of the state, you bet.
Yep. Hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, I'm probably talking to one.
Yes, you are.
Hey,
But and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not from here. I'm from further south. I'm from 2 hours south of here. I'm from Fulton County, which there ain't a shitload to do in Fulton County except for hunt, fish, fuck, and drink. Outside of those, there's nothing else. Yeah, there's no big. Hey, let's go to the concert. No, there's no fucking concert. Okay, so
damn,
yeah, there's not much.
man.
We go to
Holy
local
crap.
bar. Yep,
That's crazy.
it
Man, oh,
is.
wow, man.
Shout out, keep it tap. There you go. Or Potsy's. Yeah, it's Potsy's. No, fuck Cupid Tap. Potsy's is the one. Big shout out.
Oh my goodness gracious, Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
fuck the Cupid Tap.
Were you in the military?
No.
No. Oh man, you missed out on all kinds of fun.
Yeah, well, I had asthma when I was a kid, and so they wouldn't let me in. Like all my buddies got to get in the military, and I didn't.
You could have lied.
I did, and then I said something about allergies or something like that. Then they got my doctor's records and said, "No, you're fucked."
Mm.
Like, really? I'm like, I haven't had asthma. I was trying to get in the Navy, and I'm like, there's no fucking trees in the ocean. Okay, man? There's no fucking trees in the ocean.
Yeah, that's where I was. I was in the Navy. It was great times, man. It was
Yeah.
great times. Wow.
Yeah, and then they went to the desert, and it turns out there's no fucking trees there either. So,
Nope. Nope. Mm-hmm. Unless you brought one with you,
Mhm.
you know.
I did, however, send my buddy who was over in Iraq. Did you ever see the movie 1941?
If I have, it's been a long time.
All right. Well, there's a scene where Slim Pickens swallows the compass, and the Japanese are trying to get it out of him. So they try to pour prune juice down his throat. You know.
Oh.
Well, when they first set it down in front of him, he leans forward and he sniffs it and he goes, "Prune juice." Oh no, you don't! And then they grab him and just fucking pour it down his throat, trying to get him to shit this compass out. So my buddy, he's in Iraq, and they can't have any booze.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and bought a giant bottle of prune juice, emptied it out, and replaced it with vodka.
Oh, wow.
And shipped it off to Iraq. So he's like, I get an email like, I don't know, weeks later. And it's like, prune juice? Oh, no, you don't.
Wow. That's.
Yeah.
I would have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, he had a lot of vodka because it was like a gallon thing of vodka. And I'm like, I put a note on it like, I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Here's some burn juice. I hope you feel better.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm a good
I'm
friend.
sure he did. He
Yeah, he
probably
did.
has the empty bottle somewhere still, wanting a refill.
Exactly. Send it back one more time.
Yeah.
There you
Man.
go.
Wow.
All right, hit us with another, brother. What do you got?
Oh, man. Let me see. Huh. Well, you've heard of The Onion and Clickhole, right?
Oh, absolutely. I love The Onion. I repost The Onion stuff all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was around the time when they were filming, I think, the movie Captive State up here. It was probably about a year or two before that, or maybe a year before. They cast me for a role, and I played the kid that got bullied in high school,
Okay.
but 20 years later. So let's wrap our head around this, shall we?
Right.
The video is still out there on the Clickhole Facebook page and
So what
wherever
was the
else.
name of it?
I think it's you can just type in Clickhole pantsing video, I believe. Not depantsing, because the bully 20 years later feels remorse and he's coming behind me and pulls the pants up on me. So
What was the name of the movie? I'm sorry.
it's not a movie, it's just like a little 20-second short clip. It's called
Oh,
it's called like a pantsing video, I think it is. Let me see if I can find it.
okay.
Clickhole pantsing video.
Pantsing video.
Yep. Oh yes, I found it. It came out November 2017. Yep. Let's see what this says here. All right.
So if you want to see somebody get unpantsed, is that right? No, that doesn't sound right. Depantsed? No, that doesn't get unpantsed. No, that doesn't. God, no matter how you spin that, just doesn't sound right. Pantsed up? I don't know. Repantsed? Yes, repantsed. I think repantsed. Repantsed is the way we're going to go with that one.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. In fact, I put the link into our private chat here. Yeah, it's on the Clickhole website, Facebook page. It was November 2017. And believe it or not, the guy that was pulling the pants up on me, he was the stand-in for John Goodman for the movie Captive State. So,
Captive State or Red State?
What?
Captive State or Red State?
Captive State.
Captive State. Okay, because Red State was Ernie O'Donnell, who works with Kevin Smith, was in that, and those are both guys from Clerks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I had Ernie on my show. He was awesome.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, he was great, and he was in Red State with John Goodman. That's why I was saying, like, was it Captive State or Red State? Because I haven't seen. I need to watch both of them. I still haven't, but either way.
It was Captive State, and yeah, that, as I recall, that movie kind of flopped. But I mean, it's what it is. Not every movie can be a blockbuster like Top Gun Maverick or whatever.
Exactly. But I say, you know what? I will go and ignore that movie just as much as I did the first one when I seen Big Trouble in Little China was next to it. So back in 1986, 87, my buddy and I were standing outside of a movie theater, and we seen Maverick or Big Trouble in Little China. Now, we'd heard of Maverick, but not Big Trouble in Little China. We decided to go see Big Trouble in Little China. And to this day, I do not regret that fucking decision. And so if there's a Big Trouble in Little China 2, that's where I'm fucking going.
Awesome. A couple things about this little Clickhole video. What's funny about it is it's 12 seconds long, and the brief description is 20 years after pantsing a kid in high school, his former bully is making it up to him by pulling his pants up. And yeah. And if you were to watch the video, there's two things about this video. Number one, they filmed this in a female locker room in a gym. And number two, there's a shower going in the background on the right hand side, and the producer is stark butt naked in the shower. It was great. I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" So, yeah, man, you see all kinds of stuff being on set, and it's crazy. It's a lot of fun, but it's just crazy.
Oh, absolutely. I can see
Yeah.
I can see where that'd be. Well, anytime you're like in an art filled environment,
Hmm.
like acting and like on a movie set,
Hmm.
I can see where shenanigans and shit would happen. Like that's why there's bloopers. Stuff like that. Like you're always gonna have you're gonna have the serious guy, you're gonna have the Joker, and the Joker's gonna piss off the
Yep.
serious guy.
Yep.
And stuff like
Hmm.
that. It's just gonna happen in an art
Hmm.
filled area,
Yep. Yep.
environment, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. I still remember a conversation we had on set. I was doing background work, and I was sitting there amongst all the other background actors. The guy sitting there, he goes, "Can I borrow your napkin?" I'm like, What? You want to borrow
Borrow
what?
your napkin.
Borrow my napkin? What are you gonna do? Give it back
Just
when
give
you're
it to you.
done using it? I don't want your DNA on my shit, man. What's wrong with you? So that was a running
Do
joke
not
for
return the fucking napkin, man. I
right.
can't stress that enough. Do not fucking give back the napkin.
Yes, that's like asking to borrow toilet paper. You don't borrow that stuff.
No, I've done that.
You do, what?
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's intense, man.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's this one time that me and a couple buddies of mine, we just loaded up in our cars, couple car loads, my car and my buddy's car that was driving in front of me, and it was around 4th of July, so I had bottle rockets, I had the firecracker packages and stuff like that, and my dumb ass, I was lighting the bottle rockets and shooting them at the car in front of me. And my passenger, he lit one of those like packages of like the Black Cats or whatever.
Right.
And went to go throw it out the window and realized his window was rolled up. Dude, that car filled with smoke like Cheech and Chong had been in there just smoking blunts all day.
It's just not as pleasant.
No,
Not
and
near
he was
as
out
pleasant.
just dry heaving. I was sitting there laughing. He goes, "Pull over." I'm like, I pulled over. He's doing his thing. I'm like, oh God. But the back end of my friend's car was all black from all the fireworks I was
Oh
shooting.
God. Can you imagine like the car ahead of you looking in the rearview mirror and just seeing flash, 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 like
yeah. That's
they're
the
shooting at us.
Yep, that's the dumb crap we used to do back in the day.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that.
That's good times, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I went to my buddy was all fucked up and drunk, and like he just like passed out, like literally like on my leg, and I'm driving, and all of a sudden he starts, you can feel the convulsion and everything, and I'm like, I grabbed his head, I threw it, and the window was up. And so he hits it, falls back down. I'm like rolling down the window, and I'm fucking driving down. And I grab his head again. I get him thrown out, like get his head thrown out the window just in time. I just fucking rolls, just lets it go, man.
Painted the side of the car. That's great.
He was so fucked up. And the best part was the next day when I made him go out, and he's just hung over his shit. I mean, he's in bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
And I made him go out and wash the side of my truck.
Good. That's payment. That's payback. Yeah.
He's going over again. Okay, fucker. This ain't on me, man. This is on you.
Jesus, man.
Literally, it was all over you.
Well, in the marriage department, I'm 0 for 2. My second marriage. This is an interesting, kind of funny, weird story.
She was a lovely woman. Don't talk about her like that.
She's an ugly woman?
She was a lovely woman.
Oh yeah. We're friends to this day, which is great. Same thing with my first ex. We're friends to this day, which is great. They both live in different
My
states.
first wife, that's not true. That's just not true at all.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, my second ex, well, the when we got married, we did the whole reception thing and stuff like that. And after the reception, we went to this country bar out in Bartlett that was called Cadillac Ranch.
Oh,
And
Bartlett? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, the we had the limousine driver all night, so he drove us there and waited and stuff like that. And we went in with with her gown on. Well, she did, not me, because I don't
Oh,
swing that way. And I went in with my tuxedo, and the
you would have
wedding
looked
party showed
beautiful,
up.
though. I'm sure you
What's
like to
that?
be as pretty as the next guy.
Ah, only if you saw my legs, man. It'd scare the hell out of you. But needless to say, we closed the place at they closed at like 4 in the morning. We were getting drinks bought from us, bought for us left and right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think I was walking okay. I don't remember. I mean, we were all pretty toasty. And
Yeah.
the limousine driver opens up the door, and my wife, well, not ex, but my wife at the time, trips and falls into the limousine, butt showing and everything like that. And she goes, "Aren't you glad I'm not driving?" I'm like, "Oh, dang, man. Are you kidding me?" Yeah. Oh boy, man. Thank God she wasn't driving, because,
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that was a fun night, though. It was fun. Yeah. Whew. Not gonna do that again, but
No
so
doubt. So,
nope.
what other? So you got Evil Lurks.
Yep.
That just premiered. Do you got anything else coming up?
I am writing two scripts actually at this present time. One is actually either going to be a sequel or a prequel to Evil Lurks. I started writing that halfway through filming
Mhm.
movie, and I'm also writing another one with my buddy Andre Boyd that I'm going to be working with this weekend, titled Doomsday. That's the working title for now. We haven't decided. We haven't really landed on a official title, but that's what we're working with
Right.
right now, and it's coming along nicely. I mean, I had the script all written out completely, but then I was like, you know what? I don't like how it's sitting, so we did character development. We did the treatment, which is a treatment is basically the story without the dialogue in it. So if that makes sense. So that's
Right.
basically what that was. It's a good outline. It's good to have.
Yeah,
It's
you got your
good.
storyboard basically.
Basic, yeah, pretty much, yeah. And we're just rocking it out, man. That's literally in two horror movies. So, and my family keeps on asking, especially my mom, when are you gonna write a comedy? I'm like, when I'm dead. That's when I'm gonna write a comedy.
Well, but let me know when you want to write a comedy, and we'll work together on that.
Actually, I have one written.
Oh, do you?
Believe it or not, yeah. Before I started jumping into the horror film scene, I have a romantic comedy written already. So yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
But it's just sitting there on the shelf, not doing anything, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you can go over there in purgatory and sit there and be what you're gonna be, because
just
I'm
sit
not
there,
touching it.
just sit there, rotting purgatory.
Yep, sit there and rot.
Think
Put on
about
your
what
dumb
you
stuff.
did.
Yep. Think about what you did. You're gonna be there for a long time. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Get in the corner, script. Sit down. Shut up.
Right. That's where you put the kids at. It's where you put the bad kids, and that one's a bad kid. So I mean, I
That was a
tried
bad
filming
kid.
it and it just didn't work. I mean, because we were having so many problems. I'm like, you know what? That's it. Done. I'm moving on to horror. So, nothing like killing on camera and blood everywhere and just like that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, and the music, like the suspenseful music and stuff like that. Like nobody
Hmm.
can ever forget, like I mean, John Carpenter. I mean, he just had
Hmm.
this great synthesized music that just, but it always had you like on the edge of your seat. Like
Absolutely.
his music
Yeah.
really brought you into it. And talk about just
Hmm.
like a regular, like a B movie, like the guy, like as big as he got, like I think They Live was his biggest fucking budgeted, like movie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. My co-writer Chris Shern, uh, we made he made music just recording random sounds and this that and the other. He would just mix it together and it turned out awesome. I mean, every single sound in Evil Lurks, every single song is all written specifically for this movie. So we didn't rip off anybody because we're like, no, we're not going to go that route because we don't want to get sued.
Right, right.
and
Now,
and I don't
now
want to give.
my buddy Jay, who used to be my podcast partner.
Mhm.
I don't know what he had done to his eye. Something was but anyway, he just put on Facebook today like a picture of his eye patch, and I go, and he works at a place called James Hardy, and I'm like, because he posted, he says, "Call me Snake." I'm like, is this Escape from James Hardy? Yeah,
Oh my God, James Hardy. Wait a minute, that's a company that makes
sighting.
construction material.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, sighting. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Shout out to Jay Roach, my man. Still love you.
Why'd you kick him off the show, man?
Because I'm a prick.
Figures. Great. And I'm gonna get the same treatment today.
Like as soon as the show's over, I go upstairs and beat my wife. That's what I do. So it's like it's all a front. It's like this is not real. This isn't real, man. That's not how I roll.
Wait, I don't know. I bet I don't know your wife, but I bet you she could beat you down pretty good. Man, I don't know if I'd be saying that live on air, man.
I should actually call her to come down. She's like, oh, she's fucking hilarious. You think I'm funny? My bitch is funny. She's fucking funny. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, we just came up with a whole bit. It's like, you know what? Like, man, it's like I'm tired of like a man and a woman that are together and and they go, we're pregnant, and like nobody ever goes, like no guy ever goes, no, we're on our period.
No, that never happens.
And she's like, we have a small dick. And I'm like, we have a big vagina. We're getting divorced.
Big hole.
We have a headache. We can go fuck ourselves, can't we? Yeah, it's like, we're getting divorced. So
I'm surprised you didn't call your wife down.
So we sat here literally the other night. We sat there. We batted that back and forth for about 10, 15 minutes. There was one I was rocking back and forth. I can't remember what she said, but I was rocking back and forth. God, it might have been the small dick thing. Like, we've got a small dick,
Wow.
Like, well, husband and wife are one, so that's we, honey. That's right. We got a huge pussy.
Dang. Have you ever thrown a toothpick down a volcano? Have you ever thrown a hot dog down a hallway?
Exactly. So we're thinking about, like, if we ever get a chance to do like a stage bit or anything, that'd be like one of the bits that we would do. She's pretty fucking funny. Yeah, you think I'm funny? She's funny.
I'm just laughing at your looks, bro. No offense.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome anytime. I'm here for insults all day long. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a little bit old here and a little bit young here, so I'm not sure what the fuck's going on there. Like, where does Gray, like, where does that decide to fucking, like, here? I don't know. Like, it's oh well.
Yeah, I'm like that too. too. Now it's all gray and it's like black up here and like black pads right there. I'm like,
I get darker as my hair goes up, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
I got the Mike Pence hair going on right there. So yeah. Oof.
Good looking. I see the fly. Yeah. It's
That's my pet fly. Okay. Leave me alone. Okay. That's the only pet I'm allowed to have.
Yeah. What? Exactly.
Yep. I mean, gosh, I remember back in the day, my beard would grow and it would be dark, and then I have like white spots all over like a Dalmatian. I'm like, what?
This is it. This is as bearded as I get. Like I have nothing going on the outside here. It's the goatee because that's all I got. Okay, fucker, that's it. That's all I have. It's like, well, why don't you grow out the rest of it? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Like,
right? Like, why don't you mind your?
Look at you with your old fucking face, beard, and shit. Fuck you, man.
You bearded freak.
Yeah,
Hey, but I can't say much. This whole entire beard, it took about 6 days, and it's full.
I'm thinking, like Indians can't grow beards, so maybe I'm a like 1/32nd Choctaw. Like I like how people like they will take the smallest minute thing to claim Indian part. It's like I'm 1/32nd Cherokee. Like, so you're not Cherokee.
No, you're not. No.
Exactly. Like, yes, yes. I'm 1/100% of Cro-Magnon.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I mean, you might not be. I mean, you could.
Some of them, like actually, some people are. They're actually what the fuck? Can't think of the name. Yeah, Cro-Magnon.
Yeah.
No, what was the other part of the Homeo? It was the Homo sapiens, and then there
Homo
was
sapiens. Yeah.
and the other ones. Well, anyway, like Michael Ian Black, he's he's got a lineage of that in him.
What?
Cro-Magnon man. Yeah.
Does he look it?
Neanderthal. Damn, there it is.
Yeah.
Michael Ian, he's the comedian, Michael Ian Black.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got Neanderthal in him.
You can go so many routes with that comment alone. I mean,
yes,
did he get it shoved in him?
Yes.
Yeah. Was he born with it in him?
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not like you got a Cro-Magnon going. Got Cro-Magnon in you? Want some?
Want some? I'll push your stool in with this Cro-Magnon.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
I'll show you what it's a Cro-Magnon.
Jesus.
Oh, well.
Oh my. What the hell?
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you the floor again. Tell everybody about you, where they can find you, where they can find your movies, what you've got coming up next. Do you have a Patreon? Can they give you money? What can they do to help you? Aaron, you have the floor, brother.
All right. Well, again, y'all know my name. If you don't, well, the host did a shitty job of introducing me then.
Aaron Hawkins.
I'll repeat
producer,
it again.
Actor, and all around BMF.
I like chasing MILFs, but that's fine. You can find me on socials everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I have a TikTok, but I don't use the damn thing, which, whatever. Aaron L. Hawkins is my personal Facebook page. Aaron Hawkins is my actor page. Evil Lurks has a Facebook page. Crazy Rock Films, you can find me there as well. Same thing with Twitter, Aaron Hawkins. Same thing with Instagram, Evil Lurks and Aaron Hawkins, the Aaron Hawkins on Instagram. And we have a website called EvilLurksMovie.com.
EvilLurksMovie.com.
Yep. And there you can go to sign up for updates of where the movie is showing next. And I do not have a Patreon, but I do take Zelle. I do take any nominations.
You can just get on a social media and ask them where they can Venmo you some money. There you go.
Yep, that's exactly it. Or you
straight
can
to my fucking wallet. That's where I want it. Venmo me, motherfucker.
That's actually right. Yep. Our next showing for Evil Lurks is going to be October 23rd at Two Brothers Roundhouse in Aurora, Illinois. And we are going to be showing a short film of a indie filmmaker out here named Derek Brash. And
Two Brothers Roundhouse. Is that the old Walter Payton?
Yes.
The old Walter Payton Roundhouse. Yes.
Yep. And if you take the train to Aurora,
I've been there. Got hammered. Yeah. Way hammered.
When Walter owned it, or
no. My friend Sadie and her husband, they got married there.
Mm-hmm.
And funny story. So my wife's friend Sadie and her friend Jenny just got together with this new guy named Brandon. And so they throw Brandon and me in this hotel room, and we're just in there waiting for the girls to get ready. and everything else like that. They throw us together. We're in there for like 4 fucking hours with like a case and a half of beer. And we are, by the time the wedding comes around, we never met each other. We don't know each other. We're just sitting there just fucking, all right. So we're kind of quiet for a while, drinking beer. You know? And by the time we're best buddies, by the time they fucking come and get us, we're like, we're the best friends in the fucking world. You know, we're fucking hammered. And like we went through like, yeah, we're working on a case of beer. And then we go to the open bar. Yeah, we go to the open bar after that. So,
man.
Yeah. And so their other friends, Josh and what was the other guy's name? They were married. They were a gay couple, very nice. Mm-hmm. And so we had these cigars. So Brandon and I were outside smoking cigars, and we invite Josh's husband out to have cigars with us. And we're shooting the shit, talking men talk and stuff like that. And we're like, so we're doing the Ginger and Mary Ann thing, you know. And I look at the guy and I go, well, God, I don't want to leave you out. I'm like, I don't know, skipper, professor, I don't know. It's like, oh,
Jesus.
But yeah, but we had a good time, and we smoked some cigars and shot the shit. Yeah, we were all guys still drinking beer outside, and it was all it was a pretty good time. But yeah, that was at the Two Brothers Roundhouse, which was formerly the Walter Payton Roundhouse.
That's exactly right.
Yep. See the movie Evil Lurks on October
23rd.
23rd. That's right. And I'm going to wrap this one up for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking to Aaron Hawkins, producer, actor, and all-around BMF. This guy's fucking fantastic. You got to see his films. He was also in Secret Lover and Something from the Past. You like the way I did look over there? I did that. So anyway... And as always, you can find me at My Worst Holiday Podcast on YouTube, My Worst Holiday on Apple Podcasts, and every other platform that's ever been made for any other platform. I don't know how the fuck I ever got on them. I didn't sign up for them, but I'm on them. There I am. So you can also send me money at myworstholiday@patreon.com. And again, if you like any podcast, you greedy motherfuckers, just send us $1. Send us $1 fucking. It's the cheapest entertainment you're ever going to get. And if you can't do that, at least pick up the device that's in your fucking hand right now and go to Apple Podcasts, and rate and review. Leave a review. That fucking easy. And with that being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been My Worst Holiday. Good night, everybody.